patch 14.2 just came out, but there's already item changes that are coming out pretty soon, so let's go over them. So the first change is from Echoes of Helia. Heal per shard is getting increased from 20 to 40, and the damage per shard is getting reduced from 55 to 45, and this really shows that they're trying to change Echoes of Helia from being a damaging item to more of a healing item, which makes sense. Eclipse is also getting a pretty good nerf from 8%/4% damage to 6%/3% damage max HP, which is kind of insane. Hextech Alternator is losing its damage from being scaling from 50 to 125 to just a flat 65 damage. And the Hextech Rocket Belt is losing 25 damage and 5% AP on its active. Kind of big for the item. Next item we have is Kraken Slayer. Now this is a big change. So the first change is that its AD is getting buffed from 40 to 45. However, base damage from its passive is going away, while it's being changed from 60% AD ratio to 180% base, which is kind of crazy. I don't think this is a good change for ADCs, but bruisers are gonna love it. Like, I can already think of Tryndamere absolutely loving this, I think, but we have to see. Lichbane is getting a nerf, at least to a Sheen, as the AD ratio is gonna go from 100% to 75%. I think they're trying to get rid of burst damage, but there is a magic item that is getting buffed, which is Luden's Companion. It's getting 10 more AP, as well as the damage from its passive going from 40 plus 8% AP to 45 plus 4% AP. Actually, I don't know. This seems like a nerf or a buff. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. This seems like a nerf and a buff at the same time. Malignance is also getting 10 more AP. However, the passive AP ratio scaling is going from 6% to 5%, and the MR shred is now 10 flat, which is kind of good and bad. I don't know, it's not a huge difference. Profane Hydra. Now this is an item that many assassins really like Talon, Rengar, they really like this item. So the changes for this is the cleave AD ratio is going from 40/20% to 50/25%. Pretty good buff on that part. However, the active is losing 20% AD ratio. Overall, this seems like a pretty good buff. Next, we have Redemption. Now, Redemption is getting a slight nerf. Damage reduction is going from 10% to 8% max HP, which is a little bit, but definitely noticeable. Static Shiv. The cost is being reduced. However, the damage is going from 100 to 180 scaling to just 90 flat. Now you get it earlier, but you do less damage. Storm Razer is getting an attack speed increase from 15% to 20%, and the base damage is being increased from 90 to 100. However, the AD ratio is no longer in the game, or not just there. But Storm Surge, it's actually getting 5 more AP, but it now has flat damage. Instead of having 140 to 200 scaling base damage, it just has a flat 100 now. Stride Breaker now has Tiamat in its build. It costs 300 gold more and 50 more health. AD reduced, however, by 5, and the active cooldown is going down by 5 seconds, and the Stride Breaker effect does more damage. Sundered Sky is getting 150 more health, however losing 10 AD. So more tanky, less damage. Titanic Hydra is getting 50 more health. However, the active is losing 6%/3% max health damage to 4%/2% max health damage. Kind of pretty big of a nerf. Those were all the changes that I have so far. Let me know what you guys think about these. These are some pretty big item changes. So be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.